This is going to be another movie review. This one's called Torment 1946. This is going to be another black and white Swedish flick. Screenplay by Ingmar Bergman. Yes, I'm in the Ingmar Bergman section of my Netflix queue. And I love this flick. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was cool, both as a psychological thriller and a anti-authoritarian movie. It's a lot like The Wall in the sense that some Thailand girl added 2 photos on Facebook. Isn't that nice? Ding! My phone keeps dinging all day long with Thailand girls posting photos and whatnot. Anyways, getting back to the movie, reminded me a lot of The Wall in the respect of it being about all boys boarding school. I guess it's pretty brutal. There's this teacher named Caligula. I'm not making this up, all right? And he loves to torment his students. They think he's the devil incarnate, and he sure behaves like it in this movie. He does everything he can to expel one of his students who could really care less about his Latin teaching methods. And the kid falls for some unreputable gal who works at the smoke shop. He's a senior at the school, and he's not doing well in his studies, needless to say. The school takes the blame for the end, but they end up expelling him. And thanks to the deranged Caligula teacher, he keeps saying he's ill and he's very ill, and I don't know what he means by that. Maybe ill in the head, but yeah, he's got his stick and he's always pointing it at the students. The students hate his guts, and they're never prepared for their lessons because they hate him so much. But everyone except for the kid who gets expelled ends up passing the final exam. And so the teacher starts going after the kid's girlfriend, the one at the smoke shop. He's like tormenting her, giving her a hard time. He comes up with this amazing story about how a cat cleaned onto his hand, and then he thinks everyone should behave like that, just be clingy stuff. So that was kind of weird. And the girl drinks herself to death. There's a rather confusing scene where Caligula is in her room while she's dead. This is after she breaks up with, or he breaks up with her, and well, I guess I should say the student. I think his name is Lars Erik Wilruden or something like that. He um, he breaks up with her, then she drinks herself to death. I guess because she can't stand being around this Caligula guy. Keeps sneaking into her apartment and giving her brandy and stuff. And so Caligula freaks out when he gets caught in the corner. The kid blames Caligula for killing her, and then he ends up calling the police because he thinks he's going to get implicated in her death. I guess. I don't know. It's confusing. And he ends up getting exonerated. The school expels Lars Erik Wilgren. I think that's his name. And he runs away from his home to live in his dead girlfriend's apartment. It's all rather depressing and crazy. But I like the Lars Erik character. I think he did a good job of telling off the school, and even punches Caligula in front of the headmaster, which is pretty cool. I probably would have done the same in that type of situation, but yeah, pretty cool film. I can't really blame Caligula for the death of the girl, but he was definitely a bad influence on her, no doubt about it. And he's just a bad influence on everybody. It's funny when they graduate, the headmaster says the only reason the school exists is to mold the students into good citizens. Which is, I love Bergman's writing style. It's very much anti-authoritarian, especially in this movie. And I don't know if this is the only screenplay he did, but he definitely picked the right kind of genre to do it. A psychological thriller slash dystopian nightmare type movie. He makes the director, the Swedish guy, who's not Ingmar Bergman, makes good use of shadows and stuff to make Caligula seem like he's a ghost or something. Haunting people and hiding in the dark shadows, that kind of stuff. So, pretty cool cinematography. Great screenplay by Ingmar Bergman. And the ending was kind of uplifting, but ambiguous. Kind of like what was that other Swedish guy, or was it Danish guy? Did the movie with Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone. I forget the name of the movie, but that one had kind of an ambiguous ending too. Up to your imagination, your like the kids turned over a new leaf. I don't want to spoil too much, but I don't think I'm really spoiling it since it is rather ambiguous, and other people may say it differently than the way I saw it, but yeah, pretty cool flick. It is, I don't know, it's just has a lot of anti-authoritarian themes, which I really like. Um, there weren't too many thrills, but more on the anti-rigid curriculum kind of themes, and how it ruined this boy's life, quite literally. At least up until that point, we don't know what he goes on to achieve later, but like I said, the ending was pretty good, and overall, great flick. Highly recommended. Check it out, and I'll see if I can find anything on YouTube so that I can post in the description box. I thought I was going to post the trailer of Sawdust and Tinsel in the description box, but I ended up posting the whole movie from some rip from like 2 years ago. That wasn't even Criterion Collection rip. So I guess it's public domain, Sawdust and Tinsel, but it doesn't have a trailer. I found the introduction also. I posted that in the description box. So I'll see if I can find something similar, although I didn't see any trailer or introduction on this disc. I don't even think it was a Criterion Collection disc, to be honest. So yeah, I think I watched this in the correct order. It's hard to tell sometimes when I'm on my Netflix queue and I see what's at home. And I've got 3 discs. I don't know which one to start out with, but I think I subconsciously remembered somehow which one was on the top of my queue. So I started out with, what was it? Summer with Monica, which was the worst out of all 3, but still pretty good. Quite pleased with Ingmar Bergman's early work so far. Out of the 3, I'd give it, an average of 5 stars altogether. So yeah, I'm glad I delved into this. The Manuel section of my queue wasn't as good, but it was well worth the wait, so to speak. And yeah, I don't really have much to say other than yeah, my son finished up his epic adventures of Captain Underpants season 1. I don't know when season 2 is coming out, presumably next year, I guess. And so I got to keep my eyes peeled for that. And then he wants to do Roblox, but I don't know anything about Robux or anything about Roblox. So I'm not sure I can help him in that regard, but I think I'll try during our summer vacation. I promised him that I'd get that job that I'm interviewing for on Tuesday, which is kind of premature, but I'm hoping they're not too demanding like the other 2 interviews I had, and they'll just accept my resume at face value, and then they won't ask me these tricky questions like about my current job or why I'm looking to switch, or already know the schedule, so that's one thing that I have on to my advantage. The schedule definitely suits me just fine, Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I'll just sleep during the day, except for the days when I have my son. I'll just go pick him up after work, or right before work, I should say. And I'll probably have to eat dinner while I'm with my son. Guess I'll start bringing him to my bachelor pad on weekdays when instead of going to the library or Starbucks, so I can cook while I'm while he's doing his coding thing on Scratch. I can't get him up on Roblox because I don't know anything about it, but I guess I'll figure out somehow how the Robux works, and when I get some money, I'll figure out how to pay for it, or figure out how he can accumulate Robux. That's my challenge for the next month or so. So anyways, enough about my son. I guess I'll start to nod off. It's 2:35 here in the morning, so not any cars around, and I suspect people will start coming to get their cars at like 4 a.m. So maybe I can get an hour and a half of little nap going on there, because I do have to go to my second job after this one. So I'm gonna be quite tired next couple days. So that's about it. That's the end of my review. Laters.